There she goes. Let's see if she goes on the trailer. Come on. Hello, farm friends. I'm headed to grab a cow, not for the farm, but for a friend. I have a friend that bought a cow at the auction probably a month ago, and it got out, broke through some fences. He couldn't find it anywhere, and he's been looking, and a rancher called and said, hey, I've got your cow. It's with my cows. My friend's got his mom in the hospital with COVID right now, and he asked if there's any way I could go pick it up, and I told him I sure could. So I'm gonna take you along as I go pick up a cow, and I just hooked up to the trailer. Ooh, which reminds me, right there, Hash Creek Financial Advisors. I can't thank them enough for sponsoring us and getting us this horse trailer. That's not what they do. They help people manage their finances and manage their retirements. And so don't call them and say you want a horse trailer, but if you want help with your finances, I'd give them a call. They are amazing. They manage our money, and I totally trust them, especially since one of the owners is my brother, and my brother is incredible, an incredible person and an incredible financial advisor. So as I was walking by the trailer, I was like, oh yeah, Ash Creek Financial Advisors, I ought to shout them out, because seriously, every time this trailer is so dirty right now, mud. That's what happens when you take the horse trailer after a snowstorm. But come with me, let's go grab this cow, and then we'll see what else we may do today. Well, I arrived, and the cow's right here in front of me, but it's reminded me of an experience I had with a cow I bought at the auction, and a parable that I was told one time. So let me show you this cow, and then I'll tell you this parable or story. It honestly could change your life. It's really been a game changer and a life-changing story or parable in our life. Some of you have been kind and said things like you appreciate how optimistic we are, or we seem to notice the good in life, and that's very kind of you. We're far from perfect, and we get discouraged and don't like challenges any more than anyone else does. But we are so blessed, and so many people have worse challenges than we do, for sure. And that's one of the ways I think you can stay optimistic, is just count your blessings and realize that there's others that have it worse than you do. With all the wildfires recently in Colorado and tornadoes that have hit in the country recently, people have a lot worse challenges than I do. Losing a cow doesn't even compare to losing a home or losing a life. So many people right now struggling with family members who have died or are sick with COVID or whatever. It's just tough times right now, and yet we can remain optimistic and look for the good that's around us. Anyway, these cows are checking me out as I tell this, but anyway, let me show you the cow that I came to get for my friend, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that parable and tell you the story about a cow we lost. Well, there's the cow. She still has the auction tag on her, and I understand she can be kind of mean, so I'll do my best to not get hurt, and we'll get her loaded up. Well, I'm gonna go grab the truck and trailer and back it up where I'll need it here. Coming to get this cow today, like I say, it's brought back a lot of memories of a cow I lost from the auction, and then that story or parable that I've referred to. About, I don't know, a couple years ago, we bought a cow at the auction, a 3-striper. That means a cow in her 3rd trimester of pregnancy. And our plan was to buy her. I think Blake bought her actually, and bring her home and let her have her calf, and then we would raise the calf up a little bit and be able to sell the pair and make more money. That was the plan. Well, I think I got it all rigged up here. Let me show you what I'm gonna do. When I'm here by myself, I gotta make sure that I have things in place so I don't get myself hurt or the cow out again. That's the last thing we'd want, is for her to get out. So she's way down there. I'm gonna open that gate and put her in this lane. Then I've got it open up here so she can go into the trailer. The trailer's wedged right here, so it can't open. And then I've tied this panel here, so hopefully she'll run up here and I can close it before anyone gets hurt or she gets out. That's the plan. But now I'll tell you the parable that I heard, and again, it's really been a life changer for us. It's helped us just have a good attitude about life and to deal with some of life's challenges. But there was an old man who had one son and one horse, and that one horse, they'd do their farm work, they'd hook it to the plow or whatever, or it was their only transportation. So this poor old man was raising this one son and had one horse. Well, one day someone left the gate open and the horse got out and wandered off, and everyone in the little village was like, oh my gosh, that is horrible, you lost your only horse. And the old man said, I don't know if it's good or if it's bad. And people were like, you're crazy. That's horrible. Your only transportation, your plow horse, everything, it's gone. And the old man said, I don't know if it's good or if it's bad. The people in the village thought he was just kind of crazy. Well, a few days later, that old horse ended up getting thirsty and came back, and not only by himself, but brought about 7 wild horses with him that followed him back into the corral. They were able to shut the door, and now this old man had the 7 wild horses and his old horse, and everyone in the town was like, oh my gosh, that is wonderful, that is so good. And the old man was like, I don't know if that's good or if it's bad. And again, the people were like, you are crazy, that's wonderful, you've gone from 1 horse to 8 horses, and life's good. And he said, I don't know if it's good or if it's bad. Well, his only son went out there the next day to start training these wild horses and start working with them. And anyway, as he started training one of the horses, it came over backwards on him and crushed his leg. And everyone in town again was like, man, that's horrible that your only son, your right-hand man on the farm is out of commission. That's just horrible. And the old man said, I don't know if that's good or if that's bad. And Again, the village people are like, old man, you're crazy. That is horrible. That's bad. And he said, no, I don't know if it's good or if it's bad. Well, soon their country was in war, and some recruiters came to their little village, and they snagged up all the young men to go to war. But his son couldn't go to war, and because of his crushed leg. And again, as they marched off to war, everyone was so proud of their sons that were going to battle, and they're like, man, that's horrible that your son can't go because of his crushed leg. And the man's like, I don't know if that's good or if that's bad. And again, they thought, man, you crazy old man, this is bad that your son can't do this. Well, the young men of the village went off to battle, and they got in a heated battle in the war, and all of these young men in the village died except for the boy who had stayed at home because of the crushed leg. His leg healed, and he was able to grow up and get married and have children of his own. And anyway, I think you get the point. We don't know always if something's good or if it's bad. From the onset, we may think, man, that's a bad thing. When we lost our cow that one time that we had bought at the auction, it seemed to be a bad thing. We had lost a lot of money. We had lost time. It was really not a good thing at the time, and we really felt that a bad thing had happened. We had lost the money and we had lost the cow, and it was a bad thing. But then when we found her 6 months later, or when our rancher friend found her, and she had a calf by her side, and we hadn't had to feed her the whole time, and the calf was healthy, and we now had a pair that we could go sell at the auction. It turned out to be a great thing. And sometimes in life, we're gonna have experiences that seem really difficult and hard and bad, and we just need to ask, is it bad or is it good? And the answer is, I don't know. But God does, and God works for our good, and things will work out for our good if we just trust in Him and continue to have a good attitude and continue to just do the best we can and look at life with a positive outlook and with faith in God that all this is going to work out if we just put our trust in Him and do our best. So as I load this cow, I hope it loads good. But if it doesn't seem to load good, then we'll just have to learn from that and figure something else out. I hope this little parable is helpful to you. It's sure been helpful to Vicki and I. When life gives us lemons, we definitely are able to look at it. Well, maybe this isn't a bad thing. Maybe it's a good thing. And it's amazing how sometimes in life, things that seem bad at the time turned our good later. It's like that country song, Thank God for Unanswered Prayers, one of my favorite songs. Back in high school, I thought I really liked this girl, and I even prayed, man, I'd love her to be around when I get married, and it didn't work out. But man, thank God for unanswered prayers that I got Vicki, and that I have the life that I have today. So anyway, sorry to get kind of preachy, but if this story helps any of you the way it's helped us, then it was definitely worth telling. And so the experience of coming out and get this cow today just brought back a flood of memories and made me want to share that story. So let's load her up. All right, like I told you, I've heard she can be kind of mean. I do not want to get hurt. That's not my favorite thing to do. Would it be bad or would it be good? I don't know, but I don't want to try to figure that out. So anyway, there we go. She didn't run at me, so that's a good thing. I just have this flag with me. Oops. I don't know how the gates on this thing works, so I'm kind of figuring it out as I go here. All right, so I latched this gate so she can't come back. And I have this flag. The flag won't hurt her, but just the sound will scare her a little bit. And it's just a safety thing for me. If she starts coming at me, there we go. See? Come on, girl. So, there she goes. Let's see if she goes on the trailer. Come on. Oh, dang it. All right. Well, it didn't work the first time, but that's all right. Is it good or is it bad? Let's see. And sometimes just because something didn't work the first time doesn't mean it was a bad idea or that it's not a good thing. It just means we gotta try again. Oh, dang it. And we may need some more help too. Sometimes. Okay, come on, cow. Cows, like horses, it's a pressure release thing too. If I can just kind of keep some pressure back here, of course she doesn't want to come back here. We want to make the trailer. All right. Oh, come on. Come on. The most comfortable place for you is in that trailer. And that's where I want you. So, come on, girl. Okay, come on. If I had a second person here, it would sure help. And so maybe we'll have to do that, but we'll see. If we can just keep her here, hopefully she'll slowly head into the trailer. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Just hop up on that trailer. Come on, you got this. If she would go up closer, I could slam this wooden gate behind her, and then she'd be in a lot smaller confined area. But if I end up dropping the camera, it's because I I lunged to get out of her way, or come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Let's go. Go in that open spot. Let's go. Come on, go get in that trailer. There you go. There you go. Come on. Come on. No, not behind that gate. Come on. Oh, dang it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ah! Come on. That would work. I just noticed something that I think may work. There's this big gate here. Now all these calves could get out, but only in this lane. So I'm gonna trap her in here. There we go. See, sometimes when something doesn't work out, it causes you to think of a different plan. Like say, I can get these back, no problem. So these calves think they're free, but they only have a little bit of space to go. Come on. All right. It's sure a lot easier getting things done when Blake's not at basketball practice, but I'm glad he likes sports. All right, good. Okay, haha, don't you dare. If she hit that panel hard, we'd be in trouble. But, so now I've got her shut in this small area. And she'll just hop up in there. There we go. All right, there we go. So she's loaded up. And everything worked as planned. Maybe not right off the bat, but it worked quick enough or good enough. So, all right, so now I gotta put all these other calves back out in the feedlot. It's actually easier to herd a whole bunch of cows than it is one. The adage, you know, just following the crowd, it's a real thing. So see, is all I got to do is get them to go follow the crowd. All right, there we go. So that was easy. Get them. All right. So that was a piece of cake. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed coming along as I grab my friend's cow, and now we'll take it to a corral where it can't get out of until he decides what he's gonna do with it. So, but he's out of town taking care of his mom that's in the hospital. So our prayers go out to Sam and his family, especially his mom Elaine. But I hope you've enjoyed coming along, and I hope that parable helps you in your life. Is it bad or is it good? Trust God, it'll work out. Have a good evening. Well, Blake, you got your Christmas present.
Oh yeah.
Want to show YouTube?
Yep.
Some of you may remember the last time that Blake was driving his pickup truck. It only drove in reverse, but I got him a new transmission for Christmas. And he went and picked it up from the shop today, so
it runs good.
Kind of excited. It still needs a lot of work. He still doesn't have a seat in it. He's got this old seat that may have to work for now, but so does it start?
Yeah, 1 second. Gotta find my keys.
Yeah, you really cleared off the windshield to come home. You need to at least get a bucket or something to sit on.
This works good.
This is awesome.
Ready?
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay. Blake's so excited about this, so you're gonna probably see this old truck on the. He probably ought to name this thing so we can, instead of the old truck or. All right. All right, give me that look again. That's a happy boy right there. That was his his birthday or his Christmas gift was putting a transmission in that truck, so he's pretty excited.